Greetings everyone, this is Char and welcome to the Just Ask Char advice channel. If you have an email for advice, you can send it to JustAskChar@gmail.com. Today I have a letter from a gentleman and I'm ready to get right on into it. He writes, "Good afternoon, Char. I met this girl on an online forum, and in the first encounter, she was involved in a pissing match with a guy twice her age. I should have known to stay clear of her when she called him a old giraffe, but I eventually engaged with her in conversation, part out of boredom and part out of curiosity. She was younger than me and married, and said she was in what is called an open relationship, as long as it suited her needs. She didn't hesitate to flirt with the other married men who she viewed as stable with some resources that she probably could get them to spend on her, sort of like a want-to-be gold digger. Well, it turns out she tried to flirt with one of the guys that I happen to know, and he's happily married, and he shot her down faster than an F-15 fighter jet. Within 24 hours, she threw a temper tantrum and deleted her account. So how do I stay clear from crazy homewrecker types like this? And what should I do if they start attempting to flirt with me? How do you reject a crazy chick without it turning into a conflagration? Thank you so much for your letter." Well, rejection is not normally taken well, and I have a saying about that. And the saying is, I can't control how a person feels. If it's important to say whatever the information that you have to give, you have to give it. The response will be the response. There's nothing you can do about that. You can't control how a person will receive the information. Now, I'm not sure what type of forum it was, but if it wasn't one for dating or hookups, you can address it immediately if you don't want to engage in the flirting. Or you can just ignore it, since you're not in person with that person. You mentioned that you were curious, so you engaged in conversation. I take that she must have been an attractive woman. But nevertheless, you have to be on alert when a woman doesn't care about you being married. And I say that because she doesn't care if you have something to lose. She's only looking at her concerns. That's what she has in mind. And the way you describe this woman says as such. With the engaging that she has done with the older guy and the guy that you know, it didn't give her the results that she was looking for, so she just moved on to find some possible victims. She had her purpose: flirt, say she was available. She didn't get what she wanted, move on to the next group. I'm pretty sure this is not her first rodeo. This is something that she does probably pretty often. But be careful with those forms. And that's all I have for the letter. Thank you so much for tuning in to Just Ask Char. And again, if you have a letter for advice, you can send it to me at JustAskChar@gmail.com. And who knows? Your letter may be the next letter that I read. And until the next letter, peace.